Over 2 years ago, a 40-minute-long public plea made on Instagram Live rippled across social media. In the video, TikTok dancer Melanie Wilking and her parents claimed they had lost all contact with her 25-year-old sister, Miranda, now Miranda Derrick, to a religious organization, and that she was no longer in control of her life. Melanie and Miranda had performed together as the Wilking sisters, but the family said Derrick had disappeared from their lives. She was still living in the public eye, however, including announcing a marriage to fellow dancer James Derrick, known as Bat Dash. So then, it's unlikely that Derrick's millions of followers would have noticed anything amiss based on her social media accounts. The Los Angeles-based dancer was regularly posting feel-good, polished videos of modern choreography to throwbacks hits with B-Dash and a small-knit group of fellow dancers and creators. She had walked the red carpet at the American Music Awards in November 2021, and just days before, her family shared their video message, appeared on The Ellen DeGeneres Show. But in the time since, reports from multiple publications, including The Cut and Rolling Stone, as well as an ongoing lawsuit, and now a Netflix documentary, have revealed troubling claims about the mysterious religious organization the Derricks joined and how it allegedly doubles as a talent management company called 7M Films. In the new 3-part docuseries Dancing for the Devil, the 7 TikTok cult, the Wilking family, is joined by a handful of dancers formerly represented by 7M Films who are in civil litigation with its co-owner and CEO, Robert Shin, to speak up about their experiences. They include Kevin Concrete Davis, who rose to fame in the dance community alongside B-Dash, Aubrey Fisher, and Kylie Douglas. Davis, Fisher, and Douglas collaborated with the Derricks regularly on dance videos during their time with 7M and had amassed millions of combined followers across TikTok and Instagram. Shin and La Pastor, whose son Isaiah Shin films the Derricks content, founded 7M alongside his long-running Shekinah Church. Dancing for the Devil asserts the two entities are one and the same, with Shin and his wife Hannah enriching themselves from their church members and talent while isolating them from their previous lives. 7 Films made a public statement in 2022 asserting that it is operately and apart from Shekinah Church. According to the series, which also features former members of the church, Shin first began Shekinah as a religious community for Korean Americans, then founded 70 as an offshoot business for internet-famous dancers, promising them fame and wealth in addition to religious salvation. First-hand accounts and recordings of Shin's sermons detail how he asked members to die to their families or cut them off in order to save their loved ones in the afterlife. Wilking, too, had attended dinners hosted by Shin along with her sister, but, sensing red flags, she declined to go to his invite-only church services. She explained in the series, "It was an opportunity to tell a story in real time, an active story that was still unfolding in front of our eyes," said the docuseries director Derek Donan in a video interview with CNN. Before we started shooting, the featured dancers were still in the organization. Many of the people who became subjects in the show were people that we didn't ever really know if we'd get the opportunity to meet and talk to and feature. Twin stories, broken families. Dancing for the Devil largely follows the parallel stories of 2 pairs of sisters who were allegedly separated by Shin's organizations, Wilking and Derrick and Melanie and Priscilla Lee. The latter 2 joined Shekinah as young immigrants in 1999 and became dependent on it for housing and work. Priscilla has since changed her last name to Lay. They lost contact for years when Melanie left the church with the help of a friend, and Priscilla stayed. For Kappa Nisi to come forward, "I'm just so appreciative of her strength and trust in us," said the documentary's executive producer, Jessica Acevedo, explaining that she was initially wary. She expressed that she has her sister still in there and she feared for her. Over the course of production, Priscilla left Shekinah too and shared her story. The Shin family and the Derricks did not participate in the docuseries, though Miranda has stated on social media that she is not in a cult. D-Dash describes 7A as a secular for-profit company run by people who have faith in God in his own statement. "It is their job to manage, control our bookings or schedules. That is not a cult activity. It's called doing business." Is it wrong for Christians to be involved in a non-faith-based entertainment business? He continued, "If 7 was run by unbeliever, then is it no longer a cult?" The Derricks and a lawyer for Robert and Hannah Shin did not return CNN's request for comment. The Derricks have also previously refuted claims that she is being kept from her family, framing the situation instead as a personal family dispute. In 2022, a lawyer for 7-month told Rolling Stone, "It is pathetic and contemptible to try to turn her Amana's private family matters into a tawdry public scandal for clicks and clout." In 2022, Shin filed a lawsuit claiming defamation and trade libel against several former church members, including the Lee sisters, that alleges the defendants made false statements referring to Shin's organizations as a cult, and launched a campaign to cancel Shin through flagrant defamatory attacks on social and other media. The following year, Davis, Fisher, and Douglas, among others, joined a cross-complaint with the former church members against Shin, his wife, their entities, and other affiliated individuals. The claims accuse them of fraud, forced labor, and human trafficking, as well as Robert of sexual battery. The case is scheduled to go to trial in July 2025 in Los Angeles. To date, no criminal charges have been filed. Today, Derrick is back in contact with her family, occasionally documenting their holidays together on her social media accounts. Though the docuseries alleges this is mostly for optics and that she is still close to Shin, Derrick did not return CNN's request for comment about this allegation. For members who do leave Shin's organizations, the documentary makers learned it's not an easy path as they follow Priscilla's struggle to adapt to a new life outside of the church and her pursuit of justice. You don't come out healed. You don't come out necessarily disavowing many of the teachings, Dunnan said. That was a bit of a learning curve for me to understand. Once you're out, it is day one of a very long journey, a very long road to recovery.